Good morning, New Eden. Today is March 17th, 2024, and this is. What? Did I say that right? No? Okay. I saw Samson's face and I was like, wait, did I get it wrong? No, I can't hear you, Samson. You're muted.
You got to stop thinking
What
about
have
what
you done to
Samson
yourself,
wants
Samson?
and what Samson likes.
I don't know. I lost my voice.
Well, I'm your host, Frozen Fallout, and this is the Federation Frontline Report, and today we are with two of the best co-hosts in the world. Night Flyer, how's it going?
Doing well. Just came off of a very fun fleet and now ready to do a show.
Yeah, and Samson, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Not muted anymore.
Not
How
muted.
y'all doing? Good morning, New Eden.
So, let's just kind of talk about some of the crazy stuff that's been going on in the last week. Samson, I thought you had some solo craziness that happened this week, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't?
What happened? I don't know. Yeah, I did a lot of streaming recently. Some of y'all may have been watching at the time, doing some giveaways and whatnot, but I've been doing a lot of solo gate camping, which is what Gwen does. And in addition to that, there was some Spectre fun. Varian had a gate camp, a regular gate camp, just a average everyday regular gate camp that two Phoenix Navy showed up to, and so we killed those. So that was neat. But yeah, we I think one of the things that for me lately, I haven't been playing a lot, and I just barely kind of got back into it, and we got locals in Evangir, the Blue Canary, and I've just been having fun fucking with them. Like it's just been like, because they've been camping my gates, like, come on, you're not gonna fuck with me. He's like, I remember one of the funniest things that happened was in local after I fucked with him a few times. He was like, I've been here for a while, and I was like, come on now. Did you look at the Evangir kill board?
We've been there for a little
He's
while.
like, I've been there for a while. And he's like, oh, I'm only 55 and you're first. I was like, yeah, I've been here for a little while. But they've been good sports about it. The Blue Canary, they recently left Sedition, I believe. And now they are Caldari, fucking squids. But, there's a multi-boxer there. You may have seen him. He goes by Don't Tackle Me, or them, or they, or him, or Don't Tackle Us, or whatever. And they're a lot of fun. They've been gate camping some of the gates there in Evang. Well, mostly Haid, but they started switching to Charm. And yeah, I caught let's see, I caught their Vigilant solo. So that story, that's probably my favorite story, and forgive me if I'm going long here, Frozen.
Oh, this is good.
But I was doing my typical gate camp stuff, and then Don't Tackle Me shows up with his 4 Executors, 1 Vigilant, 1 Ashimu, 1 Prophecy Navy, and 1 E&I, and starts camping the gate. So I saw them, and I had previously heard that Rulon had fucked with them, and I was like, well, if Rulon's gonna fuck with them, I have to fuck with them. I mean, obviously, that's like mandatory. So I undock my Apocalypse Navy, which is a sniper. I think you can hit out to about 250 kilometers, and I warped over to the Haid Gate. No, the Charm Gate, because I assumed they were on the Charm Gate, but they were not. And then I was like, oh man. So I warped over to the Haid Gate because I had a perfect perch on the Charm Gate for that thing. The best perch for an Apocalypse Navy. I could hit from anywhere. And but it wasn't there. So I warped over to the Haid Gate. I was about 150 kilometers too far away. So I activated my MJD, tried to get a bit closer, still wasn't there, and then I really had to take a shit. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna dock up. I docked up, and then as I was taking a dump, I was like, you know what? I bet you my Apocalypse, or no, not my Apocalypse, my Armageddon, Newtgeddon can tank those guys for a while. I think it can take them for a while. So I get back. fresh off the deuce, 10 pounds lighter. And I warp in Heinz, Newt Geddon, and they just start attacking her. But the Ashamu fucks off immediately. The Ashamu just jumps into the gate and leaves. So I start neuting the Vigilant and I think one of the ENIs. And I think I had the Vigilant tackled. And they were fighting it. And it got down to about 75% armor. And I was like, here it comes. And I warped my Vargar on. And as soon as Gwen's Vargar dropped on grid, everybody just started warping out. Like all of his tunes just started warping out. But the Vigilant was neuted out and tackled, so I murdered it, killed it, and he was like, good fight. I was like, good fight. He was like, that had a lot of kill marks on it, now I got to start over. So the next time I was out there, I was like, okay, he's not going to fall for that again, obviously. So Gwen hops in an Og Navy and goes over to his gate. Well, now the Vargar can undock, right? Because Gwen is in an Og Navy. And then the Armageddon comes, typical. Yeah, I knew this was coming. The Armageddon was coming because Heinz got an Armageddon and Gwen is currently in an Og Navy. And now I have the Ashamu tackled. And then Z-Drone undocks the Vargar, comes in, we kill the Ashamu, and he's like, I didn't realize you guys were together. And I was like, that was the idea. The Ashamu, unfortunately, was about 150 less than the Vigilant. Vigilant turned out to be like 700 mil.
Yeah, you want to pimp out those Vigilants.
Yeah.
I mean, although you do want to pimp out the Ashimu.
But I had to get the Ashamu because the first time he jumped, he left, and I was like, I have to kill that next time. So I tried, and I did. We got it. No losses on those particular endeavors.
So what have you been up to, Nightflyer?
I've actually been kind of taking a break from action warfare. I guess let's take a step back. So I spent a lot of time fighting in Nanamilia and Aboon, and was fighting those, and that's when we got that Proteus kill. So it's actually a pretty good story, but see if I can do it justice. So Young Puke was running a fleet up in Nanamilia, trying to flip that or keep that, depending on where we were in that story. But yeah, we ended up getting a Proteus in Sugento that was trying to do some gate camping. So I don't know, I think I missed the call because they all like jumped in and I was someplace else. By the time I got there, I think I shot one round at it and I got on the kill mail. So
it's always nice.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah, right. So
I was there.
Yeah, so I'm sorry that was a shit story, but it was a lot more fun doing it. So.
No,
there's been a lot of good fighting that's been happening in like Nanamelia, Devon area. It looks like Devon is now back under control of Negamenon is back underneath control of the Keldari, which makes it so that the Keldari can dock in Devon now. So they've reopened some of their resource caches that were inaccessible for a short while. Inaccessible, quote unquote.
And that was kind of heartbreaking. That's why. So I kind of took a step back this week. I said I put in a lot of time trying to keep that system and then lost it. So instead of rage quitting, I just backed off a little. And I've been spending some time working on my my alpha alt that I started up. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with her, but figured I'd at least get one cooking for the next big thing that came out. And she's at the 5 million skill mark points, so she's not getting any auto stuff. So the only thing she can get is off of like the daily rewards. So I've been actually taking some time to making sure that she does like those daily opportunities. So
yeah, they like for manufacturing, you can do like cheap manufacturing, make like $1 million ISK, like.
Yeah, so like today's I think is manufacture an item. So what I did is I went to like a month ago, just went to Do-Dixie, grabbed, or not even Do-Dixie, just one of the local places here where I get them at cost. Got a antimatter blueprint, came back, researched that up, and now she makes that. So then what I'm gonna do is take all that antimatter, bring it to the LP store, and upgrade it. So now I'll have a mound of Federation antimatter. So that's the plan with that. but today it's on there twice. So you manufacture one item, you get 500,000 ISK for it, and 10,000 skill points. So so kind of spending some time doing that, doing a little low end ratting and high sec and that kind of stuff. It's a little kind of relaxing. I think I've had a stressful real life last couple of weeks, so it's been nice to kind of just take a step back and do some kind of brainless, PVEing for a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't been doing very much of the I need to go back with my alt at some point and be like, okay, I just want to do some brainless PvE for a little bit, because it actually is like, it does bring back a lot of nostalgia of like playing the game and stuff like that, but it is also super easy now that I know way more about. When I was running level 4s, I was like a month into the game, 2 months into the game, and I'm like, running with a bunch of other buddies, just
I was soloing them soloing them. Gwen was in a paladin, and Hein was in a guardian.
I never used a marauder in level 4 missions.
So easy, dude. You could clear what's it called, the extravaganzas really fast. I was doing like angel extravaganzas.
I do remember losing a Dami to extravaganza before.
Yeah, yes. So with the marauder, it's still a little dangerous, but that's why I had Hein in Logi in case I needed it. Patch me up.
But speaking of ratting, let's talk about a friend we lost last year, which was Hateless Gaming. And so one of my pride and joy having this game is Belhurst that he had. So the big spatula.
Oh yeah.
So I actually have one of those that was his for ratting, and so it's like literally like $5 for this thing. And that doesn't include the skin that's still sitting in the hangar. And I'm kind of at like a duality here of like, I want to use it, but I don't want to lose it, because it, like I said, I realize it's not him, but it's, like I said, I did a lot of ratting and stuff with him and his crew early on. So
yeah, you should just keep it, man.
Yeah, and I don't know if I could. What would happen if I lost it? It would hurt. But then again, it's sitting in the hangar, and I don't know if that's what he would want either. So,
we should do an event with it.
Yeah, right. Maybe. So that's sitting there, but I'd really like to kind of bust that out sometime and use it. That'd have to be the right circumstance, but I think, I think it needs to be flown.
There's a lot of safe stuff you could do that too. You just have to be careful, But yeah, so I know that there has been some pushback overall in the war zone here, so let's just kind of take a quick peek at it. So Hades is once again a frontline system, only at 5.4% contested. Not a big push of advantage happening right now, 16% advantage to the Gallente, but lots of room for both sides to boost up their advantage if they push for that. A boon is sitting at a good solid 14.7% right now, so this is where the new kind of front lines have kind of opened. Both of them very fresh systems. Hades is the headquarters of the Gallente for the most part, and Old Man Star as well. And then we've got a boon that doesn't have any stations inside of it, even player-owned stations for either side, as far as I understand. So
yeah, Snuff took care of that one. So.
This will be a good place to find some good fights.
Yeah, there is standing fleets in Galmo right now for a boon pushback. Yeah, some good FCs out there that are manning those. So anybody who wants to get into faction warfare can hop in a ship and sign up and meet up with the standing fleet. They'll always be in a boom.
Yeah, and advantage is pushed all the way up as far as really the Galente can kind of make it go. A little bit more they could do, but they're at 13% overall advantage. Keldari have a little bit more that they could boost up in order to even out that score, I believe. So it is a solid fight that is happening over there. We also have the Devon battle. So Devon is at 41.8% contested for the Galente. And Negamenon was just taken, so they're at 1.2% contested in Nega. Negamenon is in a very interesting kind of spot where it's hard to hold because there really isn't player-owned structures. Well, there's, I think, one that is accessible to some people. But it is also right next door to Sujarento, which has got a very strong Keldari presence.
I thought it was fun flying through Devon last couple of days and being the only person in system. Like, I don't know if I've ever experienced that, but everybody was
I don't
fighting
think I have.
in up in Such, and now that just nobody was in Fleet or Devon. Like, this is like unbelievable. Like, I can jump gate to gate. I don't even. I don't
Yeah,
have to go
no,
up
that's
things.
I mean that's where the war has been,
Oh.
and I think that it'll come back to that if we can't take Negamenon back immediately. Like, this needs to like flip fairly quickly, or they're going to repopulate back into Devon pretty strongly. I don't think that they evacuated as much as they needed to, because getting re-access was just pushing the line back, and they were able to accomplish that. So some major accomplishments actually. Being able to access Hadili and able to access Devon stations. These are pretty big opportunities for them to re-access caches of ships that they've had stashed there, and kind of really push the war to be right on the doorstep of the Galente, which actually I like. I like it when I don't have to go very far in order to find a fight.
Right?
Yeah, other than that, we do have the May the 4th Madtown meetup that we're going to be doing in Madison, Wisconsin for Eve. And we're going to be at the IO Arcade Bar. We're going to be doing maybe some tournaments here and there, kind of hanging out from 5 p.m. to midnight. It's a old school arcade kind of styles. You know, they've got like Mortal Kombat 2. They've got, you know, Marvel versus Capcom. They have
Killer Bee?
Killer Queen.
Killer Queen.
Which is a really unique kind of game.
That one's fun. I never played it before until last time I was there.
It's a very, very unique kind of game that you don't see around very often. So, and it's all old school arcade, quarter fed machines, bunch of pinball
Really good
machines.
pinball. Yeah, really good pinball setup.
Is it BYOQ, or will they supply quarters with this?
Oh yeah, they you can get access to an ATM machine and a quarter feeder that'll do 5, 10s, 20s.
We should also donate some quarters to the cause for all those attending.
Yeah, I do have a bunch of quarters.
I'm gonna bring like a few pounds of quarters through security and confuse the airport here.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Oh, wait a minute. Be careful about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so looking forward to hanging out and playing some old school arcade games, drinking, and having a good relaxed time in Madison.
Some real life socialization that's not just
good pizzas
through Twitch.
Yeah, and we even touch grass in your backyard too.
Yeah.
And even walk on the lawn.
Yeah.
Activity, yeah. It's just a But yeah, if you wanna meet any of us, I mean, that's not really, but we'll be there. At the May the 4th be with you at IO Bar, May 4th in the evening, probably till closing, I believe, in Madison.
Midnight-ish,
Yeah, midnight-ish,
That's when
and then
the spin down will probably start happening. That's
are
when
we
the
all gonna
last
end up at a
event, we're gonna
bonfire
look
in your
at
backyard
Frogger.
again?
We're gonna look at Frogger at the end of the night, and before we leave, and it's like, okay, whoever's got the high score here, gets like 500 plex,
Yeah, the Frogger will be it. And then the after party is in your backyard still?
Yes, yeah. Well, possibly. We'll see. That's a secret. Nobody can know about that.
Just us.
The barbecue where we
If you make it
all of the
if you make it
plans for
into
the
the
next year.
inner circle.
Right,
But speaking of which, if you do show up, you will get at least one of these fancy pins that I can never get to focus in my camera. You'll be able to see what it actually looks like if you're in the Madtown Meetup Discord, because that's not bad. I'm just gonna shove it all the way in.
Oh,
Almost had it for a second.
Oh, I had it for like a half a second.
still,
Anyway,
you get the idea. Looks very cool.
but yeah, I'll be giving those out at the Madtown Meetup.
And we have stickers and skins, and I don't know. Still waiting to hear something from CCP because I wanted them to send some swag bags, but I don't know. I think they're ducking me. And of course, Aurora's not our contact anymore because she's now a muckety muck. So
I don't know what that means.
now she's a big wig. She doesn't have time for us and our little.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'll always remember our time at Doner Kebab
Right.
in Reykjavik.
Talking about Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, see, he remembers because I think I said that on my other show.
Yeah. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Again, the wife has given me the green light to go to 2025. So
Noise, we'll all be there, all three of us.
yeah. So I'm thinking I might try to do a Wednesday through Monday type thing instead of trying to bail on Sunday.
Trying to convince a few of my other friends who used to play Eve to, and still kind of do a little bit, trying to convince them to be like, this is it, man. Go to Iceland. It's fun. There's lots of cool stuff.
Hit up the Blue Lagoon when you get off your plane, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
As long as it's not under lava. So
Yeah, well,
now they've had like their.
I think it survived.
Third eruption. Yeah.
I don't know.
they got
Yeah,
walls
there's
up
a lot
around
going
it.
on.
It'll be fine. I may not be able to get there, but that's all right. There's actually one in town too. It was the one I was going to go to, but I got delayed on the Gold Circle, and then Frozen's like, "Hey, I landed," and I'm like in Reykjavik, and I'm like, "Okay." So
Yeah, my wife and I were
that's
like
my
doing
plan, so we
stuff.
met up at the CCP headquarters.
I think we had rented a car. We were driving around all over Reykjavik, and I kept getting texts from you saying that you got there, and I was like, man, we're like on the other side, still driving around.
But the good news is they're having it all downtown, so you don't have to drive out to the convention center. I don't know if that's really good news because those scooters were awesome. So
Yeah, they were. Frozen and I resisted.
in the city too, so
oh yeah,
Frozen and I resisted the scooters for the longest time,
and
Yeah, I
and then
Sure.
finally, your wife was like, "No, you have to do it." We're like,
seduced by
"Fine."
the scooter.
It was like 3 a.m, and we were scootering around Reykjavik to the fucking monument at like
Let's
3
check
a.m.
out the monument, man. I'm mostly sober.
I was sober enough to fucking fly at 30 miles an hour on a scooter, apparently, in like 45-degree weather.
Trying to follow the GPS to get to that monument, because that monument does not pop up
Well,
in the GPS version.
Jen had all that dialed in. I was just following these fuckers. I had no idea where I was going.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm just flying through on those fucking scooters that they
I know,
completely way more inebriated than I am right now. Like, it's St. Patty's Day, and I wouldn't drive right now, but I'm not like super inebriated, and I was just like, This is
Also,
crazy.
happy St. Patty's Day. Now that you bring that up, I don't think that we made that statement. So
No, we made it. We made the statements in Spectrefully, but not on the show right now. And Frozen, you're still red. You're supposed to be green like the rest of
How
us.
come you're not
Ooh.
green? What's wrong with you? Ugh.
Not only is it St. Patty's Day,
Yeah.
but Galente is also green. I'm just saying. We's be frogs.
I think I can fix that.
I'm more of a toad myself, but
Yeah, I meant to fact check, but there's a rumor that St. Patrick's colors was actually blue because of what order or something he was in.
well, so St. Patty's Day though, St. Patrick's Day is very much an American holiday, mostly celebrated, I guess, but I guess maybe initiated by Irish in America, but it's not an Irish holiday. So like most
Sam, so you trying to say that the Americans have taken something, made it their own, and fucked it all up? No way.
Well, I think I'm
never do
part
that.
Irish. I think I'm part Irish. I'll have to pull up my ancestry. But
I'm a little
yeah,
Irish. My wife is a lot Irish. She's part of the Daly clan, and those of you from the Chicago area are familiar with the Daly clan. It's just
the
predominant-
Daily clan.
The Dalys used to be a mayor here in Chicago, and there's quite a big Daly population of Irish in the Chicago area.
It's just funny because it sounds like daily.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. Oh, I'm 14% Irish. That's a lot. I pulled it up. It's over here. I have my ancestry on
I
one of
think
my
there's like
windows
an
right now.
extremely minor amount Irish. We're dating way back.
Yeah, you look like Danish,
Yeah, no, it's very Swedish. and
German,
German.
Swedish,
Ale.
very pale. Well, Irish is very pale too. So
But yeah, I am after the stream here. I got to run out to my stepdad's bar and pick up some corned beef. I mean, just have to. You know, it's
you
just
have to. You
well,
have to.
this guy.
I made homemade Irish cream this morning to put in my coffee.
Oh, very
Aw,
nice.
fun.
Very good.
Dairy free, because the real kind can kill me.
Yeah,
No,
my
we don't want that. That's
my stepdad cooks so much food for like these holidays and stuff, and at the bar, seriously, there's gonna be like tons, like a metric ton, I think, literally, of corned beef there that he'll be handing out. So it's his thing. He likes to cook, always has. It's good. So I'm not gonna go out and pay for food I can get for free because I'm a cheap bastard. So.
all right. Well, it is the holidays, so I'm going to say that we call it a little bit short here. And I know that there's one real quick thing that I just wanted to talk about was that there is a Goon Fortizar in Abazan that is going down. I'm excited to see what kind.
Yeah,
of
when's the whole timer for that?
It's like the 16th or no, sorry, the
Well.
19th, just before your gate camp.
Oh, okay. So then I'm gonna be there before the gate camp. Got it.
So
For that
we were talking
report.
pre-stream a little bit yesterday, so that went into timer. They were bashing it last night with Varian, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get on Varian fleet, and I was late, and so I hopped in the NATO, and flew up there, and literally got one shot on the structure, and it went into the timer was done. They're like, all right, let's dock up.
That's funny.
I like the risk I had to go through.
Now you're ready for when that. You
Now
know,
I'm ready.
just keep
Now-
keep
yeah.
that
Yeah,
keep that ship
so-
at the ready.
The funny thing is I didn't realize I actually had a clone and ships in the system. Like, just dumb. Probably would have made the timer a little bit earlier had I not had to like gate the gate. A NATO all the way up there. But it was fun. It's always good being a Varian fleet, even for a short time.
Yeah, we got some kills. We killed some of those Proteuses that tried smart bombing us off of the Fortizar, and then they had a Retribution fleet, I believe. Or
Yeah, I was listening to that on comms, I was listening to it on comms, and I'm like screaming at my tornado to warp. I'm like,
Go,
warp,
go,
warp,
go,
get
go,
to the
go.
gate. One more gate. Let's go.
So what's funny was I was there for the shield. Like I was there when we refed the shield, and then you guys were there for the armor.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
Nice.
So.
So yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there for the whole timer. I promise.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to
Might
make
well.
that actually. So I'm excited to see how that goes.
And then I'll be doing a gate camp afterwards.
Yeah, that's on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay.
Is it the same? I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna miss. Yeah. I got real life stuff going on. I
I
gotta.
might
fill
not
in
be
for-
able to make it on Tuesday. Then. Shit.
Yeah, March 20th, 0100, which I think is now it's 7, or no, now it might be 6. I'm not sure because of fucking the change. Let me see
Is that
here.
8 o'clock? I think it's 8 o'clock Central. Oh, it's different for you because you're not Central.
Checking right now. Yeah, 6 p.m. So it's 6 p.m. for me. 6 p.m. PDT. But the Fortizar gets bonked is like an hour before that, hour and 45 minutes before that. But I'll be there for that. I'll try to be there.
Awesome. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap things on up?
No, it's a nice shorty.
No, I'm good. Go get some corned beef and cabbage. Get ready
Yes.
for the
I'm gonna
Mad
go
Town meetup May 4th.
I'm gonna go spread some democracy with my wife.
That's a great idea. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on and co-hosting with me. And this has been a good little wrap up of what's been going on lately. Lots of stuff to kill. Lots of fights to be had. Small gang, big gang. Goon Swarm is added as well. I believe there's some 0.0 action kind of going on out there. But thank you all and have a great night.
Good night, everybody.